The Soldier Who Vanished Twice. A true story from World War I. They called him the man who died twice. When the records were finally declassified in 1978, historians could hardly believe what they read. A story buried in mud, silence, and lies for over 60 years. This is the astonishing true story of an American soldier who disappeared not once, but twice during World War I. In 1917, when the United States entered the Great War, 24-year-old Private William Henry Johnson enlisted in the U.S. Army. He was assigned to the Harlem Hellfighters, an all-black regiment that would go on to earn more decorations for bravery than any other American unit. But Johnson's story would become something far stranger than heroism. It would become a mystery that haunted military historians for generations. Johnson arrived in France in late 1917. The trenches were unlike anything he had imagined. Endless mud, the stench of death, and the constant whine of artillery shells that shook the very earth. For months, his unit was stationed on the front lines of the Argonne Forest, a nightmarish maze of trees, trenches, and barbed wire. On the night of May 15, 1918, Johnson was on sentry duty with a fellow soldier named Needham Roberts. Around 2 a.m., they heard a rustle in the dark, then the sound of wire cutters. Moments later, a German raiding party of at least 24 men rushed the outpost. The two Americans opened fire, but within seconds, Roberts was hit by a grenade and fell unconscious. Johnson's rifle jammed. With no time to reload, he drew his bolo knife, a heavy curved blade, and charged the attackers. What happened next became legendary. Johnson fought the Germans alone, in total darkness, slashing, punching, and throwing grenades until the raiders fled. When reinforcements finally arrived, Johnson had 21 wounds, bullet holes, knife cuts, and grenade shrapnel, but he was still standing. Dozens of dead or wounded Germans were found scattered across the wire. He was hailed as a hero. For his courage, France awarded him the Croix de Guerre avec Palme, their highest honor. The U.S. Army, however, did not. When Johnson returned home, there was no parade, no recognition. Because he was black, his heroism was quietly buried by military bureaucracy. He lived in poverty, injured, and forgotten until he died in 1929, a broken man. But that's only the first time William Henry Johnson disappeared. In 1932, while sorting through the Army's old